Hey, what's going on, crew? Back with something new. Today I'm going to give you 7 things I didn't expect from the CUBOT X30. Now this is a budget device in the entry-level segment, under $200, has a lot of things that are going to be really good, but today I'm going to give you 7 things that I didn't expect. Now, a lot of times you go into a purchase expecting certain things. You expect a certain amount of RAM, for example, a certain amount of battery performance from the milliamp hours that they're offering. Maybe the screen has a certain expectation. Audio, all those things come into play when you're purchasing a phone and you're doing your research. Now, there were 7 things that I didn't expect with the X30 CUBOT, and we're gonna get into it right now. So if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, stay locked in with me and let's go through it right now. So the first thing that really caught me off guard is this thing has stock Android. Absolutely no bloatware on here whatsoever. Every single app on here is either going to be a Google application right out of the box, or just a stock app from Google or Android. No extra games on here, nothing that you have to uninstall. The only thing that they offer outside of those Google apps is that emergency alerts thing. Then you have this FM radio as well. Other than that, it's completely stock Android. Now, what does stock Android mean? That means you're gonna have a really clean, lightweight experience. Nothing's gonna be packed on the software that's gonna weigh it down, make it slower. And honestly, that's the very first thing that really caught me off guard. I didn't expect that, stock Android. Now, the number 2 thing I didn't expect on here was for me to be able to use all 3 of the cameras on here. Now you can see it does have 4 cameras. The 4th one is for depth sensors, so that doesn't count. It's for like portraits and bokeh, but you can use all 3 of the cameras on here, and I really am impressed by that. Now, what does that mean? Well, you're probably saying, oh, the cameras shouldn't work, all 5 of them. Why would you say that? Well, nowadays companies from overseas especially have recently they've been putting out phones with specs that say quad camera setup, for example, yet when you go ahead and you buy the phone, 3 of the 4 cameras don't work. Now all 4 of these cameras work. We're even getting a light sensor at the bottom, and that's something I didn't expect. I really didn't expect for all 4 cameras to work right out of the box, and not only that, they actually work pretty good. So that's the second thing I didn't expect. Now the third thing that I didn't expect from the CUBOT X30 was the chipset. It has a Helio P60 chipset, which is going to be a mid-range chipset. I've seen that chip in a number of phones above $200. Now this thing is $189, well under the mark of $200, but they're giving you a chipset that's a mid-range chip. And honestly, this thing performs really well. No lag on here, very minimal lag, great performance. The RAM is great as well. We're getting 6 gigabytes of internal memory, 128 gigabytes of internal storage. So guys, that's really crazy that you get that option on here. I didn't expect that whatsoever. I'm really shocked with the fact that they were able to put a good chipset on here for under $200. So that's what we're sticking with. That is the third thing I didn't expect from the X30. Now let's jump into the 4th reason, the 4th thing that I didn't expect, and that is the RAM on here. 6 gigabytes of RAM. When I first bought the phone, for some reason I was thinking that it would have 4, but this thing actually has 6 gigabytes of RAM, meaning you're going to be able to do a lot of multitasking. Apps won't close in the background. things are really fluent on the screen. No lag whatsoever, no jitteriness when you're moving from screen to screen. Just a really smooth experience with the 6 gigabytes of RAM, 28 gigabytes of internal storage, and I was impressed with that. So that's number 4. Overall, the performance of the storage and memory. Now, the 5th thing that was really crazy is this thing works on Metro by T-Mobile and Cricket Wireless with 4G voice over LTE. What does that mean? That means this thing has every single band needed for it to work on the GSM network. So it's globally unlocked. You're going to be able to use it for any carrier. Really beautiful display as well, 2310 by 1080 dot punch display as well on here. But like I said, you're going to be able to use this with any carrier in the US that is GSM, and I didn't expect that with this thing. I thought it might have some limitations, but you can use this device with full voice over LTE as well, and it's really nice experience. Now, the number 6 thing as well is that this thing has a facial unlock and a side-mounted fingerprint sensor, which are actually really quick, guys. This is really good. So you're getting a decently fast security feature on here, which is your fingerprint. And then as a secondary option, you get that facial unlock. Let me cover my mouth and see if it recognizes. So if you have a mask on, you can still unlock your phone because it's actually reading my eyes, it looks like, instead of my whole face, because I could cover up my face and it still unlocks the phone. So that's the 6th reason, guys. Now the last thing that overall makes this phone really cool is Android 10, right? It has the latest software currently right now, Android 10, which is basically going to be the most up-to-date software. You get dark mode on here, you get nearby share, you get NFC on here, which is another really cool thing, hotspot. Now I know a lot of people need Wi-Fi in-house for Wi-Fi calling. Now this phone does have Wi-Fi calling. I'm just really surprised with the features that this thing has on here. Then it does have this option right here, 4G calling to improve voice and other communications. You turn that on, you get a better enhanced voice service and the Wi-Fi calling as well. These are the top 7 things that I didn't expect from the CUBOT X30, $189 phone. This thing even has lift to wake, so if I just pick it up from the table, automatically turns on. Some really good features on here. Stock Android 10, real cameras, fingerprint sensor, great battery life, latest software. Let me know down below. This is the CUBOT X30. I'll see you guys in the next video, but in the meantime, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, depending where you are. Have a great night. Later, crew. Peace.